Chill, motherfucking lows, peoples. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke, and as you know, fresh out the motherfucking theaters here. Just got done witnessing Chainsaw Man, the movie, the Reze arc, or however you pronounce her name, bro. I will never in my life, until the day I die, get these Japanese names right off the very first encounter of learning them, or getting fucking exposed to them. But my boy Denji, yeah, he was about that in this one. He was about that. I ain't gonna lie. This has really impressed me and made up for my high hopes that I had going into the season one, because they kind of let me down towards the tail end of it, and I just didn't really want no parts of it anymore. I could care less if they was even coming out with a new season. But this film right here really changed my attitude and mindset on that. I really can't wait for season 2 now and what they have to bring to the table, because this film was fucking lit. It was lit. I ain't gonna say it was better than Demon Slayer, because Demon Slayer was just on another level. But this boy, I'll still give it a I'll still give it a 8 out of 10. I'll still give it an 8 out of 10. And for the reason for me giving it an 8 out of 10 was I just, I felt like something was missing. I felt like something was missing from both Reze and Makima. Oh, that's my baby. That's my girl. I love me some Makima. But hey, I just felt like Makima was lacking that like lurking, creepy vibe that she gives off in the manga. And then I feel like Reze was a little too mellow and laid back, for the events that took place, especially in the second half of the film. It was just like, what? Why is she like this chill? It kind of scares me, and pisses me off at the same time. Because I just wanted a bit more emotional range, in her vocals during the fights, especially the beach scene. I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. And then the tone of the scene is like, the whole scenery of the film was way less creepy and horrifying than it was in the manga. Makima's voice, the shots, the expressions, the music are way too serene at certain points. I really believe they made this decision to establish a sense of discordance, but I don't think it worked. I don't think it delivered. Of course, this loud ass truck gotta drive by when I'm doing this review. Go on and get your ass home, boy. But yeah, I don't really think they delivered on that aspect of discordance, or establish a sense of discordance and whatnot. I just don't think it worked, It kind of loses the edge and impact that it could have had, if they played their cards right and was more into the tone of horror and, just creepiness that the manga had brought to the table. Now, don't get me wrong, the movie was still good. It was still a fun watch. The animation was insane. I really loved how it took me back to, like, vintage anime type of deal. And, like, just gave me that nostalgia. I felt like I was watching, like, Yu Yu Hakusho or Inuyasha. Like, just that type of, like, style to it was what I got from it. It was dope. The first half was emotion, the second half was action, and then the ending, it could have been a little bit more different, but they still decided to close it the way they did. And like I said, don't get me wrong, it's still a great watch. It's still impactful. The development of Reze and Denji's relationship was done very, very well. They executed that. I just feel like they could have took a different approach with the tone. That's the only dilemma I got, really. And Makima and Reze and their whole characteristics. That's the only dilemma I got. That's what really makes it an 8 out of 10 for me. But you guys still go check it out. Like and subscribe. Support the motherfucking corp. And as always, thanks for tuning in. So be it. To the motherfucking loo.